Hanging out in Oswego today with A.J. Larkin, and this is the Small Block Supermodified that he will be racing this season at Oswego, and is the car he has raced the past 3 seasons. Finished 9th in the points last year, had a couple of top 5s, actually 4 altogether as he traveled with this car. AJ's with me now. He's going to tell me a little bit about what we're looking at. So this biggest thing I noticed first, AJ, is how offset it is, but then it's offset on both sides. The driver's side's over, and the center of the car is almost over to the right side as well.
Yeah, when you look at it straight on, it looks, the driver's definitely offset towards the left. Motor's center line of the chassis, for the most part.
Aluminum radiator, as we can see. Crate engine is what we have in there. And you see what he means. It's straight within this part of the frame, but it is over maybe like about 1/3 of the way. So, and we'll look in here a little bit. This steering looks familiar. Rack opinion?
Yep, we run a sweet rack.
Easy to work on?
They're pretty maintenance free. Unless you have a problem, you send them out, get them. There's some seals in them that go bad in the boots. But yeah, for the most part, they can take a hit.
Okay, you can see he's got his electric fan on the back. Is that set for a certain temperature, basically? Or do you have a switch to turn it on and off?
There's a switch to turn it on and off.
Gotcha.
A lot of guys run mechanical, but just because how far forward the radiator is, we had to go to an electrical one.
And you guys don't run thermostats, right?
No.
No, yeah. There's like maybe just a washer in there or something so it doesn't go through too fast, right?
Yeah.
If you're looking at this down here, for those of you who are from the dirt areas, this looks a lot in the front, almost like a Pro Stock and almost like an IMCA modified. Is it a little bit maybe of both?
It's got similarities of both, yeah. Back when they were older, the technology kind of evolved a little bit, more towards the fabricated side now. So you just had more stock.
ARM on the bottom. Now, do you buy these or do you make these?
We make ours. There's guys that buy them, and I think a couple of the local teams build them for people that can't. But
Okay.
it was one of the first things we figured to make.
Here's your crate engine right here, of course. This is one of the Donath crate engines. See the aluminum intake, Holly 650?
Yes.
Okay, is it enough?
Yeah.
Is that mandated?
Yeah, we all have the same carburetor.
All have the same
Not all
carburetor.
the same. There's slight variations, but
Okay.
the base is the...
All right, so you can get a look at that. And as you can see, this is where I'm talking about. This looks kind of similar to some of the Pro Stock frames that I look at, and you can see how everything is right here. The rub rails would go on there. This is interesting. The header on the left-hand side, is that custom? Is that something that is common for all the cars, or do you have to have that made specific for you?
That came with the car. I'm pretty sure Ray had that custom made. I'm not sure if he did it himself or if it came.
Okay.
Some guys run them out the left side. Some other people swoop them up like that.
Okay. And you can see the transmission. That is a 3-speed, correct?
Yep, it runs a Saginaw 3-speed. It's off a 57 Chevy.
Okay. The transmission's right there. And we'll see the shifters actually inside the car. What's our knob right there, the red one?
Battery disconnect.
Battery disconnect.
Main powered.
Oh, that's the on-off.
Yep.
Okay.
That's kill power to the car and stuff in case there's an issue.
So we'll label that later then.
Yes.
Okay, that'll go on there.
That's on the sheet metal.
So as we go back, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not as good on these suspensions, 3-link, because there's one on the other side and then the one in the back. Is that correct?
It's a 3-link. It's a winner's quick change or non-quick change rear end.
Yes, for us, you don't change your gears, right? Ever, right? So there's the first link, like we said. There's the second link right there, and we'll show you the other link around the other side. So drive shaft there, you can see the loops on there to keep it so that it basically doesn't get into your compartment. Is pretty much what we don't want it to do, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Coming around the back, here's the fuel cell. And you can see, just like the engine, it's centered on that particular part of the frame, but not centered on the car. Does that weight on the right side help you?
No.
Or is that just the way that it is?
It's just kind of part of the rule. They got to be centered. We have a left side percentage weight, so I think shifting it too far to the left could start messing with that.
Is there a max or minimum on that left side percentage? Or did I just go over your...
Both, I think.
Okay, both. Okay.
I know there's definitely a max. There might be a minimum. I know there's a max rule.
And here's that. Just got some of the body panels there. There's the third link we were talking about right in there. So that's right there. Now let's go inside. And of course, that is where the battery would go right back there. So I see we have a couple adjustments we can make on this bar right here. What would that do if we raised or lowered that from the front to the rear? Any idea?
I'm pretty sure it adds drive. I'm still learning more of the setup of it, but I think that adds. You can add a little bit of drive, take away some.
Do we ever mess with that?
We haven't. No.
We have not. Okay. So let's go in the compartment now. As you can see, quick release steering wheel, just like everybody else. There's his gauges. And there's the shifter. So what do we do? Let me see if I can get the shifters here. There's 2 knobs. What do we do to get it going?
You clutch in, and then you put the first one
One's
lower one?
reverse and first. Yep, the lower one.
Okay,
so
which way
forward would be reverse.
Gotcha.
And back is first gear. Mm-hmm. And you put that back into the middle and neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where it
then
is
the
now.
second one, take off in second.
Which would be forward or backwards?
Backwards.
Back.
Third's forward.
Do we just go boom, 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 right through the gears, 1, 2, 3, and then go?
Usually by the time you're coming out the back pit gate onto the track, you're grabbing third.
Okay. Fire extinguisher for safety, of course. And we got our headrests here. So a couple gauges missing. What are the other ones that we have in here?
It's usually a water gauge. We took that out just to update it. And then I don't remember what we had the third spot.
Okay, let me get that in focus for you guys. Brake bias is right here, and usually people do label it because I would think in the heat of the moment you might forget and not know which way to turn it, right?
Yeah, definitely good to know which way you're going.
Do you ever play with that?
I have a little bit, yeah.
How much turn do you usually put in it? Like, do you give it a big turn or?
I added a couple clicks. Whether or not it did anything, I don't know.
Oh, so there's clicks.
Yeah, as you turn it, you can tell how many you're moving it.
Okay.
Kind of count the clicks you're doing that way.
Like a quarter, half turn per click, something like that, maybe?
Yeah, it's
Okay. So as you can see, there's where he is, and it is tight. AJ, how tall are you? 5'10"?
yeah. I got one smaller.
Yeah, you must be pretty tight in here, huh? Are you?
We're comfortable.
We're comfortable.
We made a few adjustments over the year.
Master cylinder down there, as you can see. And here's the rest of it. So this is, and you have to run that strap on there, correct?
Yeah, so we run a tether just so nothing can flying off.
And I know the Supers do the same thing. So again, we'll go to the front here to give you guys one more look at this. But this is what the car looks like underneath, and pretty much all of these are pretty close to the same, right?
Pretty similar, yeah.
Okay. What do we have to do next?
Button up a couple more things on the front end and just kind of scale it, square it up, and make sure we put everything back together right.
Got some panels and of course shocks right there on the wall, so that'll be the next things he'll be getting to. What's the number again on the car?
35.
So look for that this year at Oswego in the Small Block Super Division, and he may be able to make it to Motorsports Expo, so if he does, make sure to come on over and say thanks. I'm going to give you a second try on this since we have time here. Who's helping again? I know you forgot one on the first one. It slipped your mind.
Oh, Greg O'Connor and his whole crew. They've been a great help to me this last year and a half.
Thanks to all those folks. And again, this is what they look like. So when you see them out there with all the body work and everything on, now you know a little bit more about what's underneath. Make sure to, again, subscribe, turn on the likes, turn on the notifications, all that good stuff. Leave a comment if you would like. And if there's someone that we haven't gotten to that you'd like us to get to, that's how we did this today. Make sure to just let us know either in the comment section or right here on the Facebook link.